Yeah, Jay, my GG Wagon Jay.
Yes, yes, we are back. Your mum's favorite duo, two G's in a pod, back in the studio again. What are you saying, Andy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm very excited. We've got another special guest on. Should we do a drum roll?
Yes, we should.
We're joined by the lovely Jade Ashleigh. Jade, how you doing?
Hello. I'm very good, thank you. How are you guys?
Yeah, well, I'm cool.
Not bad.
I'm cool.
Not bad.
I'm cool. It's a bit chilly this morning, but I'm alright.
It is a tiny bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I was in Stockholm this weekend, you know.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's like 6 degrees out there.
How
so-
was it?
That's rude.
Yeah.
How was it?
Oh, it was sick. It was sick. But no, I thought it was warm this morning compared
Oh,
compared to what I've recently experienced.
Yeah. I hate, cold holidays. I hate them. You know when you go abroad, because I
It's
could get
cold.
cold here. Like,
It's true. It's true.
It's a waste of money.
yeah, you know what I'm
It's
saying.
rude.
I could get cold here. Like,
I
And
would
you
have
don't-
liked some warmer
you
weather.
know what I'm saying. You don't want to like go out and explore the place because it's just cold.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
yeah,
I'm one of them
yeah.
people that if it's cold, I just like when I'm outside and it's cold, I'm just pissed off. I'm like,
It
Yeah.
ruins the
too-
mood. Sun
I'm
creates
saying
a
I'm just too
vibe.
cold. I'm
It's
too cold.
true. It's
It's
true.
true.
So luckily, I spent quite a lot of time inside, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
wasn't
Oh,
I wasn't
okay.
traveling about outside that much. So it was okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. Cool. So yeah, we're gonna start with our segment called "What's Your Playlist Saying?" And the reason we do this is, so this is the second time we've ever done it, basically. So I'm not gonna make it out like it's some segment we do all the time.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I saw a post on Insta that said, "Don't send me nudes, send me your playlist."
Oh.
And when I saw that, I was like, I can actually relate to that because if a girl's like playlist, and then I extended, I was like, actually, even if like one of my boys' playlists is off, I'm a bit like,
True.
because you start side eyeing them, like, yo.
True, but are we even friends?
Is it,
Do
no,
you even know
you know when
me?
you're in the car with someone and then some next song comes on and you're like, so this is what you vibe to me.
This is who you are in
Yeah,
your spare time.
yeah,
I get
okay,
it. I
okay.
get it.
So yeah, if you don't mind, can we see your playlist?
Of course. All right, I'ma open up with there's this duo. I don't know if you've heard of them. One of the girl kind of side of her is called Her, Her, and then there's a guy version
Oh, him.
which is called
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Oh
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not a duo though.
No, but like, I mean,
They
you
don't-
see
they
that
don't like
she-
each
She
other.
doesn't, she
they
doesn't
got
like
the-
him. Yeah.
Oh, really? Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Well, damn, I did not know that.
Yeah, because like she feels like he stole her swag.
I thought they were in like a label together and they were doing some duo disguise thing where they didn't show their face.
Nah.
No?
No.
Well, sorry to interrupt you though.
No,
Carry on.
like, it's interesting. Thank you. So this is his song Reckless.
So that's from him.
Mhm.
And is that another one where he covered a song that
No,
Her
this
did?
is his song.
Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
he released his own songs.
I mean, don't take my word for it. I mean, it might be her song. You see
Yeah.
what I did there?
Yeah.
It might, it might be her song, but nobody knows.
Yeah.
Mm.
Should I play it?
Yeah. Should we play? We can play it through here. But actually, what else is on the playlist?
Okay. I also have Twister, Overnight Celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
That's a vibe.
Yeah.
That's a vibe. Cool. I think I'm impressed with the playlist so far.
Yeah.
What else?
Thank
What else?
you.
Got some tunes on there.
I have Yellow Lights by Kiki Palmer.
I don't think I've heard that.
It's
Is that
a
Kiki
good
Palmer? That's
jam.
the one that used to be on Disney Channel, right?
Yeah, but like
Okay.
I heard it and I was like, yo, is this Rihanna? Like, it's just like she
Oh, you
just.
thought it was
Honestly, maybe I don't know.
okay, cool. I think I'm impressed with the playlist so far.
Thank you.
I think
We might have to play that Kiki Palmer song later.
yeah, no, at some
Mhm.
point,
Yeah. Or is
Yeah.
it what? So this I always find it like interesting because it seems like a lot of people are different to me. A lot of people only have one playlist. Do you have one playlist or do you have multiple playlists
I
for
have
like different
multiple.
occasions?
Like I have musicals, like I have Hamilton and Lion King, and then I have my
Mm.
Disney, Mulan, like I'll Make a Man Out of You, and and you just start really going into your old school Disneys.
Yeah.
So I have that pop, like a few rock songs in there, like a few jazz, like it's just all mixed up, and it depends on my mood and my vibe.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's important.
Because I think that's the way to go.
No, I think
Because
it
I
is
know
as well.
I know some people who just have like one playlist with all their songs in it.
So I've got like a master playlist with like there's better songs in it. Like is over like 3-4 days of music. So it's like
Okay.
if you know the way on Apple Music it tells you how long like the runtime is for
Yeah.
a playlist.
Well, you know you can
So-
just like save to songs. I don't know if you can do that on Apple Music. Like Spotify, you have
Yeah,
like
you
my
can,
songs.
yeah, you can do that as well.
Okay,
yeah, but I
okay.
don't listen to it because then you get all the like trash songs that you
Oh.
you know the ones that you accidentally saved. And then,
Okay,
like,
okay.
You can't be,
Fair,
like, you know when you save a
fair.
whole album and it's like, actually, you know, I don't really fuck with the song. Like you can't be bothered to delete that one song off the album.
I
so
get
you
what
just
you're
don't
saying.
listen to it.
I get what you're saying.
So I've got like a master playlist with like thousands of songs in it, and then I've got like, so I've got a master one. I've got the master one for when I'm chilling,
Mhm.
and then I've got different ones for like different either occasions or different, like when I'm in different vibes. So I've got like a playlist for like when I'm playing FIFA with my brother.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
then I
You
know
have a
it's songs
FIFA
that
playlist.
yeah, because I know it's songs that my brother and I both like. So we'll put that. I'll put that in the playlist. What playlist?
Barbecue.
I actually used your summer one for the barbecue. But the thing is,
okay.
this summer nobody invited me to any barbecues. You know, I realized it recently.
True, I didn't go to
Bro,
many
you know what I'm
barbecues
saying?
this summer.
And I thought this was the summer of everyone was like, yeah, barbecues popping, all this.
I
yeah.
feel like everyone went on holiday this summer, you know? I feel like
didn't. I
everyone was
wasn't- I
trying to
wasn't
get
booked by
away
that,
and
yeah.
travel.
Yeah,
So,
I miss that though. The summer barbecues.
Yeah.
yeah.
People used like, oh, come over, let's watch the football as like an excuse to not provide food. You know what I mean? Like I can't, like, so I'm not gonna be fed or.
Fair.
But yeah, no, I've got a different playlist for like different occasions as well. Got like an Afrobeats playlist. I got
Okay.
but yeah, I'm probably leaning more to the just have all your songs and then
In
just,
one playlist.
just
Yeah.
shuffle it and just skip when you're not in the mood for that song.
Seems so manic to me.
Do you think so?
That seems like there's just too much going on.
Too much chaos.
Yeah, you got different types of music.
But
like
bro, you've got like a million play. You got on
I've got-
Tuesdays,
yeah,
Sundays.
I've got too many playlists.
Chill one,
Okay,
chill
fair,
two, chill
fair,
three.
fair.
Like, how you listen to? Oh, am I in the chill two or chill three mood? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's true. No, because the way I chill changes over the years, isn't it? So my chill one, that was like 2015.
Okay. Do you ever go back to chill one, or do you just keep moving up in your chills?
Sometimes,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
But my chill one, I can't lie, it's kind of funny. Like there's too many songs on it,
Okay.
so there's a
Now,
couple different
couple
vibes.
people, my boy Christian, he saw it on your Spotify and he messaged me like, bro, this playlist is hard, all this, yeah. I was like, you're behind, you know, he's on chill free now.
It's the trilogy, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in terms of sort of music and stuff, you
Mhm.
said so you've got your different playlists and that, but what, like, if you had to pick one genre to listen to, like, for the rest of your life, what would you pick? Or what is your favorite type of music? Who's your favorite artist? That kind of stuff.
That's such a hard question. I would say like soul and old school R&B. Like I was brought up on it, and like my dad used to play like vinyls, you know, the
Yeah.
big ones. He used to like try and scratch it with a little thing, and I used to just like listen to that music so much. And I just feel like I'm a chill person, and when you look at the genre of soul and R&B, it's chill, and it matches my energy. So I would say that an artist that I love is Jasmine Sullivan. Her voice is beautiful. Yeah, I would say she's my favorite because she doesn't get as much recognition as I think she should for her talent.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's like one of my favorites. And then you have all of the old schools, of course, Beyonce, Whitney Houston,
The classics.
Nina
yeah.
Simone,
Yeah.
everybody,
Simone, man.
everybody in the
yeah.
joint, you
Yeah.
know.
Mm.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. Should we get into the, because you put you sent through one of the Jasmine Sullivan songs, so should we get into one of them and then we'll continue chatting after that.
Absolutely.
So this is Jasmine Sullivan, Dream Big.
Yeah, Jade, my GJ wagon, Jade.
Yeah, so that was Dream Big by Jasmine Sullivan. That was one of Jade's song suggestions for today. You were just saying off air, I can't remember what you were saying, I can't lie.
So everyone has like a guilty pleasure song that they listen to that kind of really gets them like in the mood and going in the morning. And when I wake up and you know you're just like you don't want to get out of bed, like just at that moment, like I play this song and it's just like it's motivating. It's like, yeah, man, I'm trying to dream big. I'm trying to live my dreams. I'm trying to push. And like everything she's saying, when you're singing that at the top of your lungs at like 9 a.m. in the morning, it gets you going for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
that's my
definitely.
jam. That is my jam.
Cool. So yeah, can you tell us more about so for the people listening that don't know who you are, can you sort of give us the intro to Jade Ashleigh? It's a bit of a mad question, I know.
It is because like you never know where to start. Like where am I?
It's that typical first question of an interview.
Oh, I hate
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Tell
yeah.
me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
Tell
What
me
do you want
about
to know?
my favorite color. So my name is Jade Ashleigh. I'm from the East End of London. I'm 24 years old. It hurts my soul a bit. I'm getting old. I'm an actress first, but I also work as a teaching artist. So I've worked over in Chicago at summer camps and at kind of companies in Chicago, working with inner city kids and creating theatre work, reflecting at the time what was going on, and it was during the presidential elections with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton,
Right.
and
Yeah.
their relationship with the police. Because, you know, in Chicago, the relationship between law and civilians is very tense. So, like, I got to go out there and work with kids, work in schools and PRU units, work with kids with special educational needs. So I've done that sector. Worked as production assistant on Waller comedy series, New Skool Life. That was fun. I was in it as well, so that was great. Writer, in 2010, I wrote a project, co-wrote a project with a company called J Films, and it's called It's Never Too Late, and it was premiered at the BAFTAs.
Oh, geez.
So that was good, and I got to host the night. And on the second,
You got to host the BAFTAs
yeah, we booked like a room in the BAFTAs, like
in 2010.
Yeah, 2010.
So what,
it was
you
a
were
while
16?
ago.
Wait, how's it? 2010's 8 years ago, right? Yeah.
It is 8 years ago. Yeah. June
Like,
16.
could
Yeah.
be 2012.
Okay.
So it was
Okay.
2012,
No, but still,
2010.
so you're 18.
So
Like,
I was
that's
young.
mad.
I was
yeah.
still quite young. And so that happened, and we booked out the room, and we had that. And it was nice to see kind of a vision, like, just up there, like, on the screen.
Yeah.
And to be able to host it. And then from hosting that, I got into hosting poetry events. So I hosted for Poetic Unity for a while, co-hosted with my co-host, Tevin. He's an amazing poet. Check him out if you can. And then what else have I done? I went to train in America. I did stage combat and acted for camera. Lived out there for a while on the south side of Chicago.
Okay.
So that was fun. What else? I don't know. I think that's it.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start.
That's quite a lot.
Should we, I guess, start with the acting then? Because you said you're an actor first.
Yes.
So what inspired you to start acting?
I was so shy as a kid. Like, I was like, you know, little girl, like little, like kind of tiny voice. It was like, hi guys, hi, yes.
I was quite shy as well.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I was shy as well.
Like,
yeah.
I liked people, and I've always liked people, but I was just so shy. And I remember it was primary school. Me and my best friend, they have like those end of year kind of productions.
Yeah.
And I think it was like the Pied Piper of Hamelin. And me and my best friend went up for a lead role, but I had a dentist appointment, so I couldn't make it. And I got like the sweeper in the end. But I swept the hell out of that role. And I had an amazing time. And from there, like, even though it was such a small part, because I wanted it so bad, and because I wanted the lead role, and because of circumstances I couldn't get it, I acted the hell out of that role. And I was just like, wow, like, every time I perform, I find that I unlocked new levels of myself that I didn't know I embodied. And then I started realizing, wow, you're actually confident in this area, and, you know, you're discovering new things about yourself. So it was a need to want to discover more and grow and push myself. And
Oh,
that
so you're using the acting as like a like means of self-discovery then?
Yeah, and I
That's
think
cool.
they work hand in hand for me. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
really
that's
cool.
cool. I've never heard anyone say, like, most times you hear people when they say oh, they go into acting, it's like because they've got aspirations of like seeing themselves in big stage or like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Rather than, so it's never really like an introspective thing. That
Yeah.
they started that, whereas yours seems like you did it for like reflection.
It was
So-
definitely for reflection internal, and I'm a very reflective person, so it definitely came from that place. And then as I've gotten older and as I've gone through the profession, like, I absolutely do it because I want to see myself represented, and I want to give opportunity to, like, people who may not be exactly ably bodied to do certain things, or may not be as confident as I was in that beginning point.
Yeah.
I want to be able to be like, I've been through that journey, let me inspire you, because at that point I would have loved that inspiration to kind of kick me, and maybe I could have been further at this point. So I feel like it's all about getting better and supporting and helping people and growing, really.
That's cool. So
Very cool.
you know, you mentioned like you would have liked inspiration when,
Yeah.
when you were starting out. So you're kind of using it also to inspire others as well.
Yeah.
So for someone like say that they're starting out in acting and stuff, what like, so you kind of detailed the steps that you followed, but what steps would you either tell them to follow to sort of get to where you are now?
I would say, first and foremost, don't be afraid to make contact with people and like send them a message and reach out, because I feel like sometimes like people are just as scared to reach out as the other person. There's always a fear of like, like maybe they might just kind of shut me down. But like, I feel like if you never ask, you're not going to get an answer. You're not going to kind of get anything. You're going to be stuck in the same place.
Yeah.
So I feel like, firstly, don't be afraid to take the first step and just take a leap. The worst thing that can come from it is a no, you know? Second one is be proactive with your day. Like if you have a phone and you have a camera and, you know, you have a set of monologues or you don't already, search online. There's thousands. Go to the National Theatre and look at monologue books, do you know what I mean? And record yourself on your phone. Like we have all these devices that we can use at our advantage. It's just that sometimes I think we become so lazy and forget what we have right in front of us. So, you know, use what you have around you and utilize that. People make films on their phones nowadays. Like everything is accessible. And don't be afraid to create your own opportunities. Like go online, like use Instagram, use Twitter, use Facebook as like tools to connect with people. That's why it's there. Like, yeah, people post pictures and you got memes and it's hilarious, but also make sure that your following list is people who you want to likely connect with. And if you're following them, hopefully the universe will send it back around and connect you guys. But, you know, make sure who you're following is who is of interest to your path, I guess.
That's it, because that's what kind of like, I was going to ask you whether, and that's, you kind of answered already now, but I was going to say, do you think like the abundance of social media nowadays is a good thing or a bad thing? But I was kind of looking at it from more of a perspective of you can kind of find yourself missing the really good content because of the amount of content that's out there nowadays. But if you look at it more from the like the side of connecting with people, then I guess you would say it's a good thing, and the fact that you can upload things so easily to the internet.
Absolutely. And I think it's so easy to get sucked into Instagram. Like I don't know if you guys do this, but sometimes I'll be on it, I realize like an hour's gone and I'm just like flicking through it, and then I get mad at myself because I'm like, what are you doing? Like you
I'm addicted to memes. I can't even
I'm addicted
like, to memes.
I've got a few solid meme pages that I follow, like Hackney's Finest. Like I'm always on there like, yo, that's hilarious. But so there's a lot there, but I just feel like if you see stuff in your timeline that's constantly negative or like, I don't know, kind of not bringing you humor, not bringing you something intellectual, not bringing you anything productive or like love and family, then cleanse it from your space. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's deep. What was I gonna ask? Oh yeah, could you go into more detail about the stuff that you were doing in Chicago that you mentioned?
Yes. In Chicago, I studied at Columbia College, Chicago.
Right.
And it was the theatre department mainly. So I was working on accents and dialects.
How long for?
I was out there for maybe 6 months.
6 months.
So a little while. And then stage combat, which was cool. I got to do physical fighting and then rapier and dagger. So I got to kind of figure out how to use all of that stuff. And then we got to go to, they have like a Paramount Film Studios things that Paramount uses to film in one of their school buildings. So we got to go there on an actual built up set and film like a few kind of short segments. So that was dope. I did a web series over there called Two Black Girls. That was fun, just like being able to say I've worked over in the States and I've created this content. Yeah. And I was able to remain British. I didn't change my character to American. Yeah. It was an American and British combo. So that was cool. And yeah, I taught. I worked with kids, and that's one of the things I love doing.
What was Two Black Girls about?
It was you gotta check it out. Okay. You gotta check it out.
Is it a play on Two Broke Girls?
Yeah. No? Yeah. It's like a play on Two Broke Girls without giving too much away about it. Okay.
Wait, is it just like on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Cool. Is it? I actually did try to look for it. I couldn't find the show.
The link. All right, I'm gonna send you.
I just saw videos of two black girls.
Yeah.
Like,
that's not me.
Yeah, just videos of But,
I'll send you the link for sure.
Yeah, send it. Do you find like when I went there, okay, since I've come back, I've had a couple of people tell me that my accent has changed slightly because I spent a year in the States as well.
Okay,
I was in California.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Dope. How was that?
Sick. Sick. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what the
Why did you have to think so deep? Sick.
I was trying to find the
Exactly.
perfect word to
Okay.
describe
Sick,
it.
sick is the word
I
you
landed
landed
on sick, like, yeah. But no, I found it. For me, it was funny because it's like, you don't think that there's gonna be such a big like culture shock, because you're
Yeah.
going, like, you feel like you kind of know America and like they speak the same language as well.
True.
When I went out there, I was like, oh no, it's actually quite different out here. Like, it's not the same as London at all.
Did you hear? Oh my God, are you British? Did you hear
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Say something.
Yeah. Someone once told me I had like the best accent ever. Like, I was
That is
very,
a bad
yeah,
compliment.
like Isaac has the most amazing accent I've ever heard. I was just
Jeez.
like,
Take
oh,
it.
yeah, I want to stay here.
Yeah.
I don't want to come
Yeah.
back.
This is the place for you. And also you mentioned you worked on the Wall of Comedy. So I actually watched New School Life, or like some of it. When did it come out?
Probably 2015, I
Oh,
want to
okay, yeah,
say.
Yeah.
About 2015.
So what was it like working with, like, so Javan and is it Javan and Percy that do?
Yeah, we didn't properly start working with them until the second season.
Oh, okay.
So I think they were behind like the producing side
Oh,
of
okay,
it.
okay.
So mainly it was myself and Cass and Malcolm and Tom who wrote a lot of the episodes, and then I was production assistant, so I was doing the call sheets, making sure the actors was on set, doing sessions, casting. So it was great because it was doing what I love, and I got to do the same thing with that BAFTA film. So yeah, and it was nice just working on the project and then seeing that it got a great response. You know, and we got a lot of good feedback and people really enjoyed it, said it was funny. So I'm happy that I had a chance to be a part of that experience.
No, I think it's what they've done with the Wall of Comedy. I think is really dope because like I remember them from Man on the Wall when they do the chicken skank or whatever.
Yeah.
I
agree,
how
man.
old was I? Or like 15 or I was like 14 or 15 when they did that, and I was like, yo, this is like to see what they've sort of built now. I watched him when I was in America. I watched the first purge. Was it first purge or? Yeah, that's what it's called, the first purge. Yeah.
I watched. It's really
And
good.
Yeah, it's really good. And I was like, yo, this guy's like a big boy actor now.
Right.
Like, he's not just doing the chicken skanking. So I was like,
And
yo,
it's inspiring to see
yeah,
where they
honestly,
started. Do you know what I
honestly.
mean? And that, like, do you know what I mean? They started from that point and they've come all the way here.
Yeah.
And they're in the same age group as us. They're from London as well. It's like, it's possible. Like, it's doable.
And they're proper humble guys as well. I've met them like a couple times.
Yeah.
Just out and about, and they're like, they always like stop for a picture, they
Yeah.
want to chat,
It's
that kind
always
of
good
stuff. So they're-
vibes.
Yeah, I met them once, I think. They are nice people.
were you with me that time when we in Trapeze?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, fine. I'll start inviting you, but I'll invite you next time, bro.
Wow. Be your own voice.
Oh, sorry, bro.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Would you say that in the future you see yourself more like acting or writing? Because you see, like, you've had a few roles where you've been writing.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, like, which do you prefer, or what do you see yourself doing more of in the future?
One thing that's important is I don't want to limit myself. So I don't want to say I just want to focus on acting. And at the same time, I'm realistic. Like, acting jobs don't come every day. And do you know what I mean? Like, most acting jobs you do isn't going to be like a huge amount of pay, and it's going to be a hit and a miss lots of the time. So I don't want to be naive about it. So with all the skills that I do have, I want to open up a company, and a company where people with special educational needs or like physical disabilities or just anyone from any walks of life, any income, any age bracket can come and, you know, perform and, you know, get started in like writing workshops or like acting workshops or like, you know, hosting skills or audition workshops. So it's like I can act on the side and I can build up to a point where I no longer need to run the business and I have creatives there who are running the classes and I can take a step back and also do my acting on the side.
Yeah.
So the thing is to create something I love and also that's going to bring me income, to be smart about how I set up my future. So that's the goal.
That's
more or
sick.
less.
That's sick. That's a sick dream to have. So you mentioned like you said, acting jobs don't come every day.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hit and a miss and stuff. So because I think people sort of see the glamorous side of acting and they don't
Absolutely.
like they don't appreciate the reality of being an actor.
Yeah.
Stuff. So can you sort of go into detail about the side of acting that the reality behind acting, like the side that we don't see?
Well, for me, I just graduated drama school. So I trained for 3 years at Rose Bruford. And that was hard. I feel like I don't believe you have to train in order to be an actor. Everyone works differently. Sometimes it works if they've never had any acting training and it's just that raw talent. But I think for me, I wanted to be very specific and work on certain skills that I knew that I lacked in. So I just really wanted to hone in on those areas. But it was intense. Like, it was like 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. days, like rehearsing Monday to Saturday, like learning 3 scripts in a week. Like, I did not know what sleep was for those 3 years. Like, it was a tough time, and it really made me respect the profession when I put kind of my blood, sweat, and tears into it, and I knew that, wow, this is kind of only a bit of what it takes to actually make it work. So that gave me a lot of respect just going into training for it. I lost my train of thought a little bit. What was the question?
No, it was more just, so you know, the reality behind acting, the side that we don't see, or the, like, so you mentioned like training in you studied for 3 years, and you had like 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. days and stuff, but like the side that we don't see, so the side that we do see is the like glamorous side, the stuff on the big screen, etc.
The side that you don't see is, for example, laziness is a contribution to kind of not getting what you want, right? And when I came out of, I did drama at Lucian College, I came out and I was lazy. I auditioned for drama school for 3 years and I didn't get in. I got in on my 3rd year because I had to be consistent. And for example, when you go to auditions and you get loads of no's, that's what you don't see. Like, you don't see the amount of rejections. You kind of just see, oh, hey, I got this role and it's amazing, come check it out. But like, sometimes, like, when you walk into an audition, and you're like, yeah, like, I smashed this. Like, it was good. They made eye contact with me. They smiled. Like, it was a good thing. And then, like, you get a no, and it kind of knocks you back sometimes, because you're like, you ponder on it, and you're like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? What could I have done better? But at the same time, sometimes it's not even you. It's about what they're looking for. And sometimes you're just not that, and you've got to accept it. So I feel like it's a lot of knockdowns that people don't see, and, you know, a lot of broke times as well, because being an actor, when you want to create your own work or go to auditions and stuff, traveling, that costs money. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of actors are out here working 3-4 jobs because they're trying to pay for training school and they're trying to pay for their headshots, and there's so much money that goes behind it. Like, my spotlight's £100 for like the whole kind of year. Do you know what I mean? And there's so many things to pay for that people don't see. So it's a life commitment. I definitely feel like you need to be 100% in it to kind of want to progress forward.
So you wouldn't say that for someone like looking to go into acting, would you say that they really need to focus everything on that? Like, because like, all right, when I was younger, I wanted to be a footballer. I wanted to be a footballer.
He's sick at football.
I'm good at football.
Support your friends.
No,
Support your friends. I like that.
But my thing was always like, and maybe because of like my parents and stuff like that, it was always like, I need to have a plan B. Like, I can't focus everything on this,
right?
Because it's something that not many people make it at. So like, I always had that plan B, but I feel like maybe that kind of like, by putting my focus in 2 places, I didn't get as good as I could have at the one, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely, because I mean, how I started out is I used to dabble in music. So we had like a little girl group, me and 2 other girls, and you know, we used to go to the studio and have sessions with the producer we worked with, and, you know, rehearse songs for a performance. And then it was around the time where I started really wanting to get into acting, and I had to choose. It was one or the other. And it's just like, because in a sense you can't do 2, because one takes up so much time, and to do that you'll be exhausting yourself dry, and you want to do something to the best quality. And I feel like if you pick 2, you can't give both of them that kind of rich quality. I mean, maybe you can, but maybe it depends on the person, and maybe it's just me. But I know that I had to pick one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you picked the wrong thing?
No, I don't. But I feel like I picked.
I'm joking.
No, I actually don't feel like I picked the wrong thing, because I feel like I would have got a little bit bored of football. Like, I think it's the same thing every weekend, and like you're training day after day after day, and like the perks that you get are money. Like, you get money and fame, and probably girls. But it's like, I don't know if I would have felt fulfilled. Like, not that I know what I'm exactly gonna do now, but I feel like I might be able to get to a position where I can look back and be like, yeah, I've achieved quite a lot, and I don't know if I would have had that with football. But it's just interesting because, yeah, like the plan A, plan B thing.
Yeah.
I hear some people say, like, you need to focus entirely on one thing and, like, put all your heart and energy into that. And some people are like, no, you need to be, if you're going for something really hard, you need to be smart and, have a second fallback option.
With football, it's different, though, because football is almost like, especially, like, if you're trying to get into a Premier League team, for example, from, like, a youth club here, so you're not like some Brazilian wonder kid or anything like that. Like, there's almost a time limit on it. Like, if you're 16, if you're 16 and you're not in like a youth club for Tottenham or something like that, then it's like, okay, I'm getting older and older. Like, but by the time you hit your 20s and you're not playing like at least semi-professional, then it's like it's probably not going to happen for you.
It's hard,
Whereas with acting, I think there's not really a time limit on when you can make it as an actor. Do you think?
No, I don't think so. Like, you just look at so many people who have come into the acting game late, and like, I look at Morgan Freeman, and he just feels like he's been old forever. But like,
he has been old forever.
Yeah,
he was born old. He was born old.
Benjamin Button, I hope. But like, yo, like, he's like, do you know what I mean? I think he came in later, maybe not, but he's just, so many actors have, and it's worked. I don't think it's about the time. It's about how hard you work, how much you want it, how hungry are you.
Yeah, I hear that.
Should we get into another track, and then come back in?
Yeah.
Should we get into? We'll get into Kehlani, Running.
This is another one of my morning motivation songs.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
It's a jam.
Here's Running by Kehlani.
Yeah, Jade, my GG wagon, Jade.
So yeah, that was Running by Kehlani. What were you guys talking about off there just now? It sounded interesting. I had to pop out.
No,
Was it not interesting?
no, it was interesting. What I was originally saying is like about how it seems to be easier to make it late as an actor if you're a man, and like the issues around that.
Interesting, actually.
And then I was also saying that I was in like a drama group when I was young.
Swear down.
Yeah, like around 8 to 10.
Bro, I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
It was a good combo.
Yeah.
It was.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, man. There's like a my mum has like a video
thing.
of
You're fully trying to do the Drake thing.
For real. My mum has like a video of me like as the lead role in, I think, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Jeez.
Yeah. When I was younger, like my drama group. Bro. It's mad. I was so tall at that age, you know.
Oh wait.
I was like
I
the
think
tallest.
and then
I don't know how tall, but like compared to everyone else in the drama group, I was like a big guy.
were you one that
So
was
you
tall
were
and then you
just getting all
stopped?
the leads then. You were like the tallest guy.
It must have been that, you know. It's a pity that didn't
why
last
did you
into
stop?
adulthood.
Why did you? Oh no, not why did you stop growing? Why did you stop? Why did you stop acting? I guess you were 10. So.
Yeah, no, I was saying I think like at that age I didn't really like I said I was shy. I don't think I really liked the attention.
Oh, okay, fine.
So I kind of like stepped back a little bit.
Okay, no.
I get you.
Yeah, but there's a period where I was quite into it. I was quite
It's
into
fun.
it.
That's cool. Man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it was
it's
fun.
fun.
It was fun.
I've never been one for acting. I've done like the nativity play and that kind of stuff.
Oh
but,
yeah, in primary school.
other than that, no.
No.
Yeah. I enjoyed acting quite a lot when I was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
What you said about making it as a man, like compared to a woman, like making it late in acting, that's quite interesting actually. Like I'd never actually really thought about that.
But there's been like quite a big thing, right, with I haven't followed it too much, but with like some of the older women in Hollywood, like trying to stand up and talk about it, like Meryl Streep and people like that, trying to talk about how it's
that's completely open, man.
Yeah. No, there's definitely been some things about like the difficulties faced like as a woman in the acting industry.
Absolutely, and I think it's also the industry can be so superficial sometimes, you know, and even like when I look at castings sometimes, or like sometimes I see some really silly castings, like beautiful girl, long blonde hair, like, or like just little things like that, and I'm just like, some of it is very much based on beauty, and I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but there's a shift happening, like when you see like films like Black Panther, and like I think they're making like I think it's like a black Spider-Man, like
I heard
Like,
they're
David
trying to
Aaron
make a black
talks
Superman.
about,
They were
like,
trying to make
yeah,
a black
Black
Superman.
Make
Superman.
Michael B. Jordan Superman.
Yeah.
right? So like just things like that. I feel like there's starting to be a shift where it's starting. People aren't trying to make it more like superficial. It's more about kind of, I guess the feeling and the authenticity of kind of blackness and black culture and what it means to be black.
Yeah.
And I feel like when seeing shows like Blackish and like
That's
even
a good
certain
show.
like black comedies coming out now, like more people are just kind of trying to push for that rather than, you know, the superficial love story, like the kind of stand up like jock guy or like cheerleader girl. Like I feel like slowly it's starting to change, but you know it's taken a while, and I feel like it's always going to be a little bit superficial because it's screen. People want to see people who kind of.
I mean, it's selling like a visual product, so then.
Yeah, you're selling the product, but then also I feel like it gives unrealistic expectations
as well.
to people who want to get into it and makes them feel insecure. Like me, when I was a bit bigger, like I felt that I was too big for screen. I was like, wow, my body doesn't fit like the kind of skinny or like slim kind of girl that you would see portrayed on TV, and I didn't see no one my body size or my body shape represented on TV.
Yeah.
So it also kind of deterred me a little bit and was like, oh man, do I need to lose weight? Do I need to change? As I got older, obviously you reassure yourself, nah, I'm good, I don't need to change for anybody. But when you start seeing that, it's very easy to just kind of feel like, oh, I don't look like this person, or I'm not like that kind of thing, and you just don't feel attractive. So it's easy to kind of get sucked into.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, definitely.
What do you think about the black Superman? Because I saw it. I saw a meme actually. It was
I
it was the
think
black
I saw it
Superman,
as
and
well.
then they showed they were like, oh, the Martin Luther King story. There was a picture of Ryan Gosling. They were like, if you flipped it, like, would you? And then it was
That's always a false parallel, though.
it is a false parallel. But then I was thinking, because like if the character is a white guy, then casting a black guy is wrong, right? Like the same way
But
when the guy that made James Bond said, like I think it was last week, he said James Bond will never be a woman because like the character
Well, then
is
Idris
a male.
Elba, wasn't he meant to?
people, but there was quite a big.
There was a big thing
Controversy
about that.
over
But the thing about with the Idris Elba thing is that they never specified like the race of James Bond. Like he's just a British man.
Okay.
But it's a British man. So then I was like, so if they casted a woman, is it going against what the original story was? And then I was thinking like, but is that bad?
But
If
I
you go
mean,
against the original
I
story,
guess
like you can
it's
adapt
going
it.
against stereotypes, and do you know what I mean? There's also.
Because they made the Ghostbusters the woman.
the female Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the whole all-female cast for the.
Really?
Oh, you didn't
Yeah,
see?
yeah.
They made
This is new.
an all-female.
It's quite good.
Okay.
I watched it.
I've never been a fan of Ghostbusters though, so I just didn't watch it. But I saw the.
I haven't seen
liked it.
I haven't seen
It's
the
a catchy
original.
song.
Oh no, I mean yeah, I like the song.
Yeah.
But the actual film, I just didn't. They just run around with these hoses.
But they
and
have
suck
like
up
the
ghosts.
Michelin Man.
Yeah.
It's like huge Michelin
I
Man.
remember when I watched it when I was a
Yeah.
kid. I was like, yeah, this is just trash. I don't get why everyone likes this stuff.
You wouldn't have been fun to watch a movie with. No, that's not the right attitude.
There's just some films. I'm like, yeah, this is just that.
No, on that like the James Bond sort of point though, I don't know because and the Superman thing, yeah, you're talking like all of those characters were created or written at a time where like they were likely to be white.
Yes, true.
Like,
That's
so I
100%
don't know.
true.
We live in a different time now. It's a different
True.
culture. So why can't we update those characters? Like, why do they have to be what they were back in the 1920s or whatever when they were
100% true,
invented?
actually, yeah. No, that's a good point. That's a
So
good
I
point.
don't know. I would. Idris Elba should be Bond, man.
No, he should. Yeah,
That's
he's just so
He
cool.
should. I agree.
Yeah.
He's just too cool.
I agree.
like,
Yeah, he's suave.
Yeah.
He's suave.
He
Yeah.
is. And it's from Hackney. It's from London. Like it's one of our own. He's out there on the big screens doing things.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to see.
We just watched his film Yardi.
How is
Was
it?
it last week? we watched
Yeah,
it?
they're
It was really good.
It's good. It's good.
No,
I need
I
to
liked
see
it,
it.
man. Yeah.
I liked
I've been
it.
telling all the Jamaican people I know to go watch it. You should see. You know, after we left, I was in the lift and I was messaging. And I was like, "No, bro, you need to see Yardi. It's a sick film."
With the Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, you mentioned with like Black Panther and I can't remember what other one you said. But do you think that sort of movie could ever be made in the UK? Because I know with black actors, like black British actors, a lot of them have moved to the States to further their career.
Yeah.
Like there doesn't seem to be too many roles for them. And like whenever I see a movie, like a British movie with a primarily black cast, it always seems to be like kind of like London gritty, like
Yeah.
Intent to. This is scam related.
yeah. There's not really like a UK version of like a Black Panther or a movie of that.
I get that, and I think it's because people like when you hear London, like you do think like urban, like do you know what I mean? Like kind of diverse, kind of. You got your Greek parts, you got your hood parts, and then a lot of what's associated with London is like grime, rap. Like we can talk about urban.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes I feel like people have gotten stuck in a way of promoting London to be this one way when London is multiple ways and there's multiple different peoples with different kind of personalities and friend groups. So I think we just kind of got stuck in a tunnel of saying this is all London is when actually London is so much more. Like, have you ever just gotten on a Barclays bike and just ridden around and explored London? It's the best thing. Like,
I've actually done that.
there's so much to do in London. Like, so much. It's just we don't know because we live here, so it's nothing. You only like explore a city when you go to a new city because it's home. You're just like, I'm here every day. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's true. Actually, like like when international students come and they actually like do sightseeing and stuff. I'm thinking like. Or like they I remember you always see the post like someone that maybe not even international students but they're coming from another city like I've moved into London and stuff. And I'm thinking, yeah, I've been here. Like, but when you actually think about it, like London's such a sick city. Like, it's like it is actually a big deal that you're moving to London and stuff, and you should do all the sightseeing. Just because I've seen the sights.
I think it's a great city personally. The only thing I don't like about London is the price of things here. Like, it's an expensive city.
But you know what,
And it's
America
cold.
and
I don't like
that
the
tax though, I will take London.
Oh yeah, no. I'll take
because
London.
America's washed to me. Like, once I saw that, it was last year when they had the have you seen Black Klansman, the film?
No, I haven't
Yet
seen
to
it
see it.
yet.
Yeah, so
No,
I saw it when I was in America as well, and basically the film is a really good film. I'm not gonna like spoil it or anything, but they have a lot of the film they kind of reflect on things that are happening now. So they've got like little snippets of like Trump speeches, and then they've got a snippet where they're talking about the Charlottesville, right? I think Charlottesville or Charlottetown, those riots last year. Once I saw them, and I was like, yo, so this country can have like the whole Ku Klux Klan can just roll up and have a whole convention and nothing.
Absolutely.
And I was like, yo, this is America's washed to me. Like, I complain about London a lot and stuff. Like, people complain about London a lot, but at least we don't have things that bad.
And there's like certain laws in place, and like depending on what state you're in, like there's certain laws where it's all different. And I feel like here it's just one law. You do one thing wrong, everyone agrees it's wrong, blah blah blah. But like it's just there's so many kind of mixed up politics there, and kind of wasn't their line to begin with, and now it is, and just all of that kind of
there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
No, I agree with that. I meant like compared to some other European cities, we're quite expensive.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like London is very multicultural, which I love that about the city, and there's always something to do.
There's always something
to do. I feel like Londoners as well. Actually, I don't know.
No, we're freaks.
No.
We're freaks. I can't lie, but like, I love us. But
the areas of London that I'm generally in and the people that I meet, Londoners are quite accepting, like as a people.
Oh, right. Oh,
we are
I
also.
thought you were gonna say like we're nice.
Oh no, Londoners
Oh no, because you'll be on the tube and no one will smile.
I remember one time
someone
sneezed on the tube and I said bless you, and they looked at me like, you don't talk on
Yeah,
the
you don't talk on the tube.
You do it.
Get off the train.
I was like, on the tube. Like, yo, just bless you.
It's true.
If really looked at me like, yo, I was like, bless you. That's it.
Like the most contact you make with someone on the tube is like a smile.
Yeah.
It'd be like and it's like an awkward smile.
But it's really quick. It's like.
It's like
I don't do that shit. The most I do is like, excuse me when I'm trying to get off. You know what it's like? That's it.
I saw a meme yesterday where it was like this old white guy, and it was like, when you say excuse me, please really politely, and then it turned into ludicrous, like move bitch guy. And I was like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I get it.
No, it's in general, I like the city. I like the city.
Me too.
I'm not one of the people, because there's quite a few people who are like, oh, I just need to move. I speak to loads of people who are like, yeah,
Really?
I just plan to move out of London.
I mean, I plan to move just because I've been here my whole life, so I want to like experience something.
Oh
different.
yeah, but
it's
like,
still
there are people who are like, they just don't like the city. Yeah, like, they just want.
I mean, I
want to
have a
get
home
out of here.
abroad. Like, I want to
Yeah.
have a home that I can retire to in the Caribbean when I'm older.
Yeah.
I don't want to live
That'd
in
be a nice
London when
place
I'm
to retire.
older,
Yeah.
but like,
I mean, it's too cold. I'm trying to blow to the extent where like I've got multiple properties everywhere,
I feel you.
and I could just pick which country I feel like that day. I got my private jet and
Oh.
stuff. But like, this is levels. Like, we aren't there yet, but
All
we'll
right,
get there.
one day.
We'll get there, man. Yeah, so we touched on it earlier about sort of the fact that a lot of black actors have gone out to America so like Daniel Kaluuya did it.
Yes.
the rest of them are escaping my mind. But we touched on it earlier. But in terms of just being a black actor in the UK, are there any sort of specific difficulties that you kind of go through based on the fact that you're black? And the reason I ask kind of is because so the other day I saw this interview with Ray Black, and she was saying how when she was starting out, people were telling her, like, so I guess record labels or something were telling her she should stick to writing because as a black girl she's not going to make it as an artist, so she should just do a publishing deal and stick to being like a ghostwriter for people. But are there like any parallels or like similar sort of difficulties you go through just being a black actor?
Yeah, I think it is hard because there is a market now for black actors and black productions because people are bringing back old works and writing new works. But I would say, like, within the last few years, it's been hard. Like, when you see adverts and stuff, there isn't a lot of representation of black women. I feel like more so you would see kind of the lighter skinned woman represented on TV rather than the black women. And it's also a bit like kind of disheartening that, like, do you know what I mean? Like, what is perceived as beauty? What is perceived as beautiful? And I just feel like it's slowly becoming kind of more open for black women and black actors to kind of audition for things. But yeah, it's been hard. Like, it's been a slow process to get there because when you look at plays like Shakespeare, when I was doing Shakespeare in like college and drama school, like, I would look at the roles, and when I would be cast, like, you know, let me use drama school as an example. Most of the roles I played was, you know, a black woman or like the stereotypical black girl or the maid or the nurse or do you know what I mean? It was always kind of linked into that kind of black kind of depression or the black kind of struggle. And also there's more to black people than just the black struggle. Like, black people are great, we're creators, we've achieved so many things, so I feel like that's also starting to change, the fact that, you know, it's becoming less that there's roles for people talking about black struggle and more about black celebration. And, you know what I mean, highlighting the positive sides of being black rather than kind of the negatives associated with it.
I'm waiting for the black version of Love Actually. That's what I'm waiting for, man. That's what I want.
I mean, about last night, it's kind of along the same lines.
Similar lines.
Similar.
I haven't seen it, but
it's funny.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, it's hilarious. You should watch that last night. It's good.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. I don't have Netflix, but I use my cousin's. So.
I didn't pay mine this month, so
it's going. I use my cousin's one. She's calm. She blessed me with the password, so I'm cool.
Lucky.
Yeah, I got my family one.
Yeah, no, but I think it's interesting what you say, because like that's the reason I like shows like Blackish, because it's like it shows you like black people are not all just sitting here just struggling 24/7. Like,
right.
I mean, like, there is a black struggle, but that shouldn't be our sole identity.
Right.
So having shows where they just talk about, like, Blackish is just a sitcom about black people. A bit like, it's similar to like how my Wife and Kids was like a black family and stuff, but Blackish kind of tackles it tackles sort of black issues.
UK? Is it UK?
No, it's an American thing. It's got what's the guy's name?
It's got Tracy Ross is in it, right?
Is that his name?
No.
Oh, Tracy Ellis Ross.
Tracy
She's
Ellis Ross.
she's the mum in the show.
Okay.
It's got Yara Shahidi. She's like the oldest daughter.
Right.
And I forget the guy's. I think it's Anthony something.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember his last name.
Like, if I showed you a picture, you know.
He's been in Friday and
and he was in Big Mama's House and stuff like that.
He's one of those old school actors that you just know him.
But so they touch on, like, so basically in the show, like, he's seen as the black guy that's moved to the suburbs, so like he feels like his kids are growing up too white, stuff like that. And they kind of like tackle these kind of things where it's like, what does that even mean, like, too white? Like, there was one episode where he's like trying to force his son, who's like a bit of a nerd, force his son to like hang out with the black kid in school, because like he just sees all his friends and they're all called like Tyler and stuff, and he was like and he's looking, he's like, yo, my son is like a white kid in a black body. That's what he's saying. And it's like, what does that even mean? Like, just because he's not like, I don't know, like playing basketball or something like that, like, or adhering to some stereotypes, does that mean he's not as black as? Yeah,
he's not the typical definition.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So it's but no, I like shows like that where it's like they discuss that, but like, it's not just the black struggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's what I would like more of those shows, like UK versions of those. And I feel like it's sort of we seem like they seem to be coming through more on sort of like YouTube, and I saw a few, so like the new Skool Life show, for example, What's the other one that was on BBC Three? The couple show.
Yeah. I forget what it's called, but I know what you're talking
I know what
about.
you're talking about.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I think that's why I personally think like YouTube and social media and stuff has been a good thing in terms of that, because it's like there's just more outlets.
Yeah, there's fewer barriers.
Yeah.
There's fewer barriers to having like something by a black person.
Yeah.
True.
You know,
But
going on. Like look at Shara's story. They wouldn't have made like
It's
and
true.
that couldn't be like a TV show or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it can now maybe because it's blown to such an extent. But if it weren't for Instagram and all that stuff,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have seen Shara's story.
True,
And
that's why social media is so powerful.
Yeah.
Like, you've got people in other countries watching you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're
Yeah.
connecting with people around the world, and that's the pro about it.
Yeah.
Do you
This
think?
is a jamming song, by the way.
Yeah, no, I
Yes.
think
This
that's
is,
fine.
this is a jam.
It's
Like,
true.
yeah.
That's not bad.
It's a good
That's
song.
it, man. It's my Tuesday playlist, you
Bro.
know.
Okay.
We got the vibes on
You
Tuesday.
did your thing, man. You did your thing. It's like what we were touching on just now in terms of the emergence of social media and YouTube and stuff. Because I find that I don't even really watch TV anymore, and I used to watch TV quite a lot.
Yeah.
Now I'm mainly watching like YouTube and stuff like that. So I watch like Joe Budden's podcast and YouTube, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
Rather than actually like when I sit down to eat now, I'm not like scrolling through Sky trying to find something to
Right.
watch. I'm on my phone looking like for a
Do you know
video
what it
to
is,
watch.
though? Like, I had this conversation the other day, and we've grown to have such a short attention span. Because I don't even watch TV myself. Like,
So true.
I watch everything on my phone, but it's because I remember going to play outside and kick ball and like do runouts, like
Yeah,
go on my
yeah.
skateboard. Like, but now it's just like everything we need is in our phones.
Yeah.
So it's just like we're just, I don't know, man, we're just a bit switched off, and we've got really short attention spans, so nothing holds our time for like long periods of time. I can't remember the times where I've actually sat and like watched films after films after films like I
Yeah.
used to do back in the day.
Or you watch a film and as soon as it starts you're
Yeah, or
on
like
your
you're
phone.
talking your phone, do you know what I mean?
You know when we were watching Yardi, I had to like put my phone on. I was like, no, listen, I paid for a ticket. It was expensive
Right.
as fuck, so I'm watching this film.
Yeah,
you know?
Right. I don't know, man. It's good that, you know, we're always on our phones, but it's becoming so hard to put our phones down that we're missing the important moments, and that's scary, kind of.
Yeah, I go back and forward. Like, this is kind of off topic, but I go back and forward. Like when I go to certain things, like say I go to an event or say I'm on holiday or whatever, over whether I should capture it or whether I should just enjoy it.
Oh, no, I have to capture it. Everywhere
I
I go,
tend
I've had
to
that
lean
struggle
towards
this year.
capturing, but
No,
like
I
yeah,
have to capture it. Because for me, when I'm feeling down, like, see the way I record, basically, I've got this thing where I like snap. You know, I'm the annoying person that snaps every concert. That's
Me too, don't worry.
Exactly. Okay,
it's
cool.
fine.
You see, because people get at me, like, people message me like, bro, you don't need to snap the whole thing.
But I
Like,
might
you don't
just
need
I
to
might do
watch-
5 max though.
Oh no, I do way more than 5.
Okay.
nah, he live streams basically.
I basically
yeah.
like,
Yeah?
if you miss the concert, you can watch
You
my
the
snapping.
plug.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and yeah, like, just a side thing, for everybody that tells me like, oh, you don't need to post it, you don't need to watch it, just block me. Like, just block me. You don't need to
Straight
see it.
facts.
It's not for you.
But
Straight facts.
anyway, yeah, it's for me because I save it all. I've got them all in my phone, and I've got albums. I've got like Kendrick 2017. I've got
Stop it.
nah, for real. I've got
That's
them,
real.
and save with my holidays. And when I'm like, anytime I'm feeling down or anything, yeah, I'll look back like, oh, look how happy I was. You know,
Yeah.
like,
I like that.
yeah, and so that's my reason for
No,
capturing the whole thing.
that's why I lean towards capturing.
Yeah.
Because it's like
I'm not
even-
trying to stunt on people. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
for myself. Like,
yeah. Even back before there was social media and whatever, you take a camera with you and you go to
Yeah.
stuff and you take
True.
pictures
For
because
the
you want to
memories.
like yeah.
But
Like, you
then
want
I've
the
got a
memory to be
question. Are
there.
you ever hesitant about capturing something? Do you ever second think yourself before you
Yeah.
post something?
Yeah.
Because that's also a side of it. You post something and then do you ever just sit there and you're like, nah, I don't know, I might
Nah,
not
that's
post that,
it.
you know.
I
no,
don't-
no, no.
I don't do that,
Sometimes I'm like, oh, this is for me. Like, I don't. This is not really to share.
Yeah,
like, I
you
just
got
want
kind
this
of got to
moment for
decide
myself.
what's private and
And
Yeah.
then
what's public.
I've got the pictures that are for the archives. That's just the ones where I'm not looking that good. other than that, everything like I'm an
Everything's on
open
point.
book. Like, because I feel, you know, there's people that sort of they don't show the whole story. So like on
Yeah.
social media and stuff, like I'll tell the world when I take it. I
Yeah,
always
for
post
sure.
on. I mean, tell the world I've got like 400 followers.
Tell everybody.
Like I'll tell my mates like when I got a parking ticket last week, I'll put it on there
Yeah.
and I'll be like, yo, ticket man tees back at it again. I got a ticket again.
But that's still comedy in a way, though.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
you know,
you're
I'm
making
doing
it
still
up
look,
for
you still
that
kind of look good.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you-
I can laugh at myself, so I'm
Yeah,
making people
yeah,
laugh
yeah.
as well. But like, it's still an L. So like,
Yeah.
I can share when I take an L, and I can share the same way. Like, it's not like I'm sitting there thinking, oh, you know what,
They-
these pictures, these are just for me, that kind of stuff.
Mm,
Like,
mm, mm, mm. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Even the ones that, you know, the snaps when I'm singing my heart out. Remember when Kendrick performed Lust, and I did the ghetto falsetto. He was like, "Ooh, I don't want more than that." You know that, and I had it all on there. And I was like, "Listen, I don't care. You guys can hear it. I do this at home. But listen, you can hear it. If you don't like it, stop listening."
I hear you.
Yeah.
But I agree more in the sort of like it's I don't know. I have to think about like what do I just want to be there and like be in the moment and enjoy it, and what do I want to capture?
Yeah.
True.
I mean, I don't find it that difficult to hold my phone and still enjoy it. Like, it's not like
no,
I'm there
but
typing
sometimes,
the
like,
captions.
do you ever
and
find yourself looking through the phone to watch the performance
I- there
rather
are-
than
there
looking
are
past
times-
your
there are
phone to watch
times-
the
there are
actual
times-
performance?
I
There are
do.
times that happens.
And then
I
you're like,
can't
what are you
lie.
doing?
There are times that happens. That's true.
So
You do have to like sort of stop yourself from watching the whole concert from
it's
the
a
screen.
balance, you know.
Yeah.
It's a
It
real
is, yeah.
balance.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely. But I don't know, because my dad, so my dad's got this, like, he's got an iPhone. What's the newest one? He's got
10?
like
X.
he got
Yeah.
an 8S actually.
Oh.
But it's got like a really nice camera and stuff. And my dad has this thing where he captures everything. So like, we went for lunch on Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's my mum's birthday today, so we're going for
Happy
dinner
birthday
tonight.
to your mum.
Thank you. So
Birthday, mum.
we're
Your mum.
Yep. so we'll be and he takes like 100 pictures and
So
then
does my mum.
he sends it to the family group chat.
Yeah.
No, the annoying thing is he sends it to so I've got a group chat with him, like our whole family, a group chat with me, him, and like my grandma and like them people.
Cute.
And then he'll send it to me, so I've got 3 of the same picture.
That's
And then he'll
adding up your camera, bro.
he'll do it as a
Real
group,
bad,
and he'll
using
put it
that
as
memory.
so on Sunday it was like Pizza Express, and he put the date, and then he'll like put another one like Andy looking at the menu and stuff, and I'm like, I can see what I'm doing in
The
the picture,
day,
like you
the
know,
month, the
everything,
year,
everything.
everything.
But it's good though because he gets some really good candidates of me, so I'm
Yeah?
happy. Yeah,
You got your own
And
personal photographer.
for real, and like we've got graduation next. Our graduation's next Wednesday.
Oh, congrats,
And
man.
so I already told because my sister does the same thing. Like she's
Yeah.
really good at taking pictures and stuff. And I already said like, listen, you need to capture authentic,
You gotta get that throwing the
the
cap up in
authentic
the
candids,
air.
yeah, authentic candids with me and my
Teeth
boys,
white,
like
smiling,
everything.
suited, fresh
Everything,
cut.
yeah.
You lot got this.
Yeah. You know what's it's so peak because like my mum has a professional camera,
I swear.
but it's broken. Like it's in the shop right now to be fixed.
Ah.
Is
I
it
don't know
gonna
if
be
it's
fixed
gonna
in
be fixed in time.
Bro, don't worry, my sister's got us. I told her already, this is the most important day of your life.
And you guys are graduating together, right?
Yeah,
That's
same
huge.
class.
Of
Yeah.
course,
Yo, you guys,
Um,
congrats, man.
thank
Again,
you,
congrats
Thank
again.
you.
Yeah, no, I already told her it's the most important day. She said it's not. I was like, listen, tell me what's more important. And she hasn't come up with anything. So I'm like, yo, as we stand, this is the most important day of your life. So
It is.
Solid.
make sure you're ready. You know?
Solid.
What were we talking about before?
I lost it.
We
It was
just
social
tried all the
media.
way
Like,
up. Yeah, social media,
Oh,
finding the
yeah,
balance.
and in terms of the fact, like you said, that you tend to watch stuff on your phone as well rather
Yeah.
than watching TV. Does that change your approach as an actor? Like, do you think, I don't even need to audition for these roles on TV, like a TV show, for example, because people don't watch it as much anymore? Like, I can.
Yes and no. It gives me the inspiration to know that I can create my own short pieces of work and put it out there, and there's still an audience for it. But no, because also the money is in working in the TV and working on adverts and working in productions. So I feel like everything, it's a balance. It's a yin and yang. Like, you know, if I can do enough of that and do enough of that, then I'm building my audience. I've got enough recognition. I'm working for myself, and I'm also getting a nice, happy income.
Yeah.
So it's really about the balance for sure.
It seems like a lot of people use the social media side to then move into. See, like people still, they head towards TV.
Yeah.
So it's like,
But
like Mo the comedian, for example.
That's sort of the question I'm
Right.
asking. Is like TV or film was always seen as the, sort of the destination for an actor. Like once you've got on the big screen, or you're like, so once you're in a film or you're on a TV show, you're a recurring character.
Right.
You've made it basically.
Yeah.
But since people aren't really like, people tend to be watching stuff on their phones and stuff now. Is
Right.
it like someone like Mo the comedian? I know like it was a big look being on the Big Nasty show. And stuff, but like, does he even need to do that? Like he could have just. He was
probably
already
like-
popping off the social media.
Probably like in terms of money, like he's making more money from
Yeah.
that.
Right.
I don't know in terms of like influence and whether that has helped him or
But it's
not.
helped him in the starting point. Do you know what I mean? Because from starting out that way, it's just like more people have known him and then followed him onto what he does on TV, and then he's got a more audience.
Oh
for the
yeah.
TV
I was saying
watchers.
I don't know if the TV role helps
Is-
him in terms of influence,
Oh,
or
for
if
real?
it just helps him in terms of money. Because I'm sure he's
Okay.
making more money doing that than he was like in the start with Instagram videos
Okay.
and whatever. But I don't know if he's actually reaching more people that way or through
I think
Insta.
so, you know, because like
think?
with TV, you never know who's watching. It's just like the
it's
internet.
a different audience.
Yeah, and
That's true.
it's
The
true, and
people
there's
that
different
sit down and watch
audiences.
the
So
show
you know,
on the
you're
channel
reaching
for-
out to different avenues, different locations in the UK, like different races, all
Yeah.
of that stuff.
Because the people
Yeah.
that will be following him on Instagram or see his videos on Instagram are probably our age.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
our
the
The people that sit
demographic.
down to watch a show on Channel 4 at like 10 p.m. probably slightly older. I'm
Yeah.
guessing,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like a bigger look. He's getting
Yeah.
more of a look. That's
It's
true.
It's true.
True.
That's true, and also like I mean, there's a whole bunch of white people and stuff, old white people that have seen Big Nasty though, who didn't even know who Big
Really?
I'm
Nasty.
wondering what they're thinking. Like,
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, because he was on
Like,
Good
what
Morning
is
Britain
this?
and all that stuff. He did the weather for that. Do you remember he did the weather for ITV that time?
No way.
yeah, he did.
Did you
He
see
did.
it?
Yeah, I remember
he did
that.
The
I
weather,
didn't even
like
see
he
that.
was on. I think it was Good Morning Britain or one of those like morning shows.
Or like London Live or
something
somewhere.
like that. Yeah,
Mm.
and he like they had him do like he was on the panel and stuff. He was discussing whatever he was talking about, and then he went and did the weather, and obviously he smashed it. His jokes. But that's a complete different audience because the people
Right.
that like nobody our age really watches Good Morning Britain and stuff
No.
like that,
No.
unless you see a clip on Instagram.
True.
Because Piers Morgan has said something dumb again.
Mm.
Like, you know what I mean?
Very, very, very
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
But yeah, what was I gonna ask?
Should we play another
Yeah,
song?
because I can't even remember my play Black Effect.
Yeah, I like this song.
Oh, this is my tune.
I've got another suggestion from Jade. It's Black Effect by the Cars.
Yeah, Jade, my GG wagon, Jade.
So yeah, that was Black Effect by the Carters. And I was just saying off air how that's probably still one of my favorite albums of the year. I think it's number 2 to me behind Scorpion. I haven't done my full end of so
Scorpion's
every year I
a
do
good
like an end of
album.
year list of the top 10 hip hop
Yeah.
albums.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's up there for me.
Yeah?
Like for me Scorpion still edges it. I'm just waiting for Anderson .Paak to drop Oxnard because I feel like that's gonna be the best.
Oh, that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Have
I feel
you
like
heard
it,
of Black?
6 like.
Yeah. 6 like.
Six like.
I don't call it Black.
Six like. Okay.
There's a 6 there, so I can't call it Black.
He's dope. His music
Yeah.
is very,
Did you rate his album? Because we discussed it 2 episodes ago.
There was some. I haven't listened to the whole album properly, but I've listened to like the odd songs on there.
Mm.
I more so know his old album.
Oh yeah.
So
Free
like
Black.
like Never Knew and like all
Yeah.
of those ones.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing him in concert this month, so
Oh,
Oh,
so
you're
I
going
do
to the
need
concert?
I do need
He has
to
a show?
hear.
Yeah.
when?
At the end of the month.
How do I don't know about this stuff?
Yeah, someone told me. I didn't hear about it like
it sold out?
before the.
I'm not sure.
Probably. Yeah, I would assume.
But I do
Where's
need to like
where's the
listen to the
show?
album. I think it's in '02 maybe.
Man,
Yeah.
I usually know this stuff, man. I'm pissed.
Yeah, that one kind of flew under the radar.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry. You went. I was meant to bring this up earlier. I completely
Mhm.
forgot. But you were gonna talk about the projects that you're working on now.
Yes. So I'll start with the Jade and Kesra Show. It's a collaboration between myself and actress Kesra Ali. She has been writing it and I've been producing it, and we've been collaborating together to bring it together. So we have 5 episodes, and we have a really exciting director on board. It's a drama comedy
Right.
with it's British but with American style humor.
Yeah.
And it's about these 2 best friends, flatmates. One of them is kind of very like business orientated, and she kind of has her life together, knows what direction she's going in, which is Kesra's character.
Yeah.
Mine is more free and about energies and like just chill, man, go with the flow. Like I don't believe in working, so I'm just very laid back, and I rely on I rely on Kesra for
I wish
a
I could
lot
not
of
believe in working.
right. I rely on her for everything because we're best friends, and I'm like, she's got me, right? And then she comes home in the first episode, and she's like, she lost her job because she wouldn't sleep with her boss. So it's this whole kind of comedy, and it kind of just spirals out of control from the get-go. But it's also serious. It's a drama, so it also looks at the real moments, you know, in a friendship and in life and into the day-to-day situations.
Yeah.
So that is, we're filming that from next month onwards, and
Okay.
we're going to market it as a pilot, and hopefully get it on platforms such as BBC Three
Oh jeez.
or Netflix. And with the connections we have on board, it's fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It can happen.
We'll definitely look out for it.
Very much.
Is that written by you guys? Or?
Written by Kesra,
Kesra.
produced by me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it sort of like like a half-hour thing, or?
No, episodes run at about 7 minutes.
Okay.
So they're still quite short enough
Yeah.
to kind of keep people's attention span.
Yeah.
And then after the 5 pilots, what we'll do is we'll roll out longer episodes based on the feedback that we get back and how it's received by the audience.
Yeah.
That sounds dope.
Yeah.
What was the other project that you mentioned as well?
I was in an animation series at the beginning of the year. It was like my first job of the year, and I was so happy.
Oh, nice.
It was on like the 3rd of January or something like that.
Yeah.
And I did a voiceover for Degree, the animation series, and that's coming out towards the end of the year. What else? I am a host for a Halloween event costume party that's coming up. So I have loads of information coming out about that on my social media, and I'll be hosting that event. And also just like a shout out to all creatives. I think it's so important to, network and connect with as many people as you can. So like I'm always interested in like working with like new writers, performers, poets, like hosts, like collaborating on anything that's creative and for the greater good. So get at me if any creators want to build and create awesome, dope, individual content.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Very dope.
What was I gonna say? What was the question? I keep forgetting. This is why I tell you that we're shit interviewers. Cause
No, you're fine.
can't remember our questions, and I've got it written down, so I was reading it. Like, how have I forgotten it?
You're just going with the flow.
I just locked my phone, and it just left my head. Like, it was that question about reality TV. What was it?
Oh, yeah. I don't know exactly what my question is here.
Okay.
But I feel like, alright, I'm not the biggest fan of reality TV.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like it's becoming so big now, and it takes away from like actual shows that have like people who've spent their life acting, and like they like there's big production value. Like,
True.
so I don't know. I guess I just wanted your opinion in general on reality TV.
Well, I just want to say I'm so guilty because I watch Love and Hip Hop and I love that stuff.
Yeah,
like
my sister watches that as well. Yeah.
I'm
I
guilty
can't watch
of
it.
it.
I actually can't watch it.
I know,
I can't really tell what's going on because I was like, it's Love and Hip Hop here, but none of these guys' music is popping. So, so what am I watching?
Shame. But at the same time, if we go back to us kind of having short attention spans and things that we watch, I feel like, I don't know, like more and more people who have gotten sucked into watching TV all the time and, just kind of gotten sucked into sitting there in front of the television, have kind of, your brain kind of numbs down to being able to kind of watch anything. And, so you see people who sit down all day and watch like the Jeremy Kyle show or like Jerry Springer or stuff like that. It's because, I don't know, like your brain just becomes so numb and like it doesn't have to do anything but just watch it.
Yeah.
It's easy to absorb, and that is dangerous, but it's also comedic. And again, going back to the balance, it's about the balance of it. Because like I watch it, but I don't watch it so much that I get sucked into it, and you start thinking, oh hey, yeah, I can act like that. I can throw tables and throw drinks in people's faces, and you can't. So it's about just kind of having a balance, and I guess it's about your brain mentally, like what you watch. Are you influenced by what you watch, or is it just for entertainment?
Yeah. I feel like I probably am influenced by what I watch. Like low key. It's not like I go out to try and emulate stuff that I watch.
Okay.
But like,
I don't think we would have started this if we didn't watch Everyday Struggle and like Joe Budden's podcast and stuff.
That's true.
Which is what Everyday Struggle was last year. So like this whole thing came from like a show we watched.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Not obviously it wasn't like, oh, we watched a show and we're like, oh, let's do it, let's do it, or do that. Like,
but it was like the seed.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
group chat, right? Like for
like,
your entertainment.
Yeah, it's like we saw these things, we're like, yo, this looks easy, like we could do this.
Yeah, and you lot are doing it.
Yeah, it was just like, yo,
we're here.
Yeah,
because I was watching, I was like, all they do is talk. Like we're funny, they're funny, so let's just do it. Like,
let's
so
talk,
but I do think definitely I'm influenced to an extent by what I see. I don't think it go like, I'm not watching Sharo's story and thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go knock up my friends. My friends go
nah,
and
you don't wanna
do
do
that.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you know, so for me, it's like, it's small things like say I'm at home for a whole day and I'm like watching something, like maybe I'm watching Suits, yeah. If I've watched Suits for a whole day, if someone like messages me, I tend to respond in like a very formal manner. It's
Bro,
like
that's nuts.
So you just
That's
change
nuts.
up on
yeah,
everybody.
it's
That's
like,
nuts,
it's just looking like I'm in the zone. Like I'm in the zone
Nah,
of
yo,
suits,
that's nuts,
and I start
bro.
responding like I'm a lawyer.
But that's how I don't know why, but like I don't know if your like personal life ever mixes how you text in like your work life.
Yeah.
But like I've started to like message really formal.
Really?
I
Like, and
noticed
it's
that,
just like,
when you were messaging
yeah,
us.
like I write in an email from them, I'm like, Jade, get out of that. Like, not every conversation is an
She
email.
was running like 10 minutes late. She was like, most apologies. I was like, yo,
Serious apologies.
It's cool, man. It's cool. We'll see you soon.
Like, I need to kind of find the balance because,
Yeah.
you know.
I need to find that balance as well.
I'm
Yeah.
starting to talk like a lawyer. It's nuts, man. Just because you're
Lawyer,
watching
yeah?
suits. That's bad. Like, I'll be with you in 10 minutes. I've got a meeting, bro.
It's actually jokes. Like, can't think of an example, but these things happen.
Don't start
These
watching
things
No, I
Power.
get
Don't start
you.
watching Power before you start.
Yeah, I need to be careful
Did you
what
guys-
shows I watch.
Did you guys watch Power? Did you finish the
I haven't watched
season?
Power,
I
you
watch,
know.
um,
I need to watch it.
I
I'm a
just
big- I'm a
watched
big
it
Power
last
fan.
week because I didn't, but did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
yeah.
what did you think of the...
So as the whole season, I thought it
Mm.
wasn't that great, but
Mm.
the last 3 episodes I really loved. Basically, I was like, it took 7 episodes for someone to die, and this isn't the power this isn't the power
I can't be mad at that.
I like seeing someone. I mean, I know it sounds weird, but I like seeing someone die. Like someone has to die in the show, otherwise there's just too many characters running around.
True.
Like-
My favourite part was Kendrick though. When Kendrick came
Yeah,
through on that bike.
I'm a
No, that
Kendrick.
was 50,
I'm a
but-
Kendrick stan. So
Ken-
like Kendrick's my
Okay,
favorite
okay.
artist. So obviously anything I see him do, I want to see him win in it.
Of
So
course. And
so
he
once I
killed
saw that, I was
character.
like, sorry?
Like, he killed that
Yeah,
character.
he did well, he
It's
did
funny.
well.
Sorry.
he did
No,
well.
I'm not
gonna-
I hope it's
Carry on.
Nah, it's your fault for not watching it. Like, come on.
I know.
I'm not gonna stop talking about it because he doesn't watch it. Come on, man.
No, carry on.
No, I thought it was really sick. I thought the last episode in particular was good. But I mean, I think Power has its faults that it's had for like a few seasons.
How
Like,
so?
there's just a lot of unrealistic stuff that goes on. Like
Yeah.
I just feel like, for example, Ghost's reaction to Raina dying.
Yeah.
He was just in the car and then she was like, "Our daughter's dead." Like she was yelling at him. He's like, "I know, fuck." Like, dude,
When you
your
put
daughter,
it like that.
you know what I mean? Like, your daughter just died. Like, there's more. There should be more
True,
emotion. Like,
true,
he's
true.
like, he was almost saying like as if she's nagging him. Like, "I know, man. I'll deal with it." It's
Yeah.
Like, bro.
True. It wasn't dealt with the...
So I just a few things. Like, I mean, there's no way that the police that are following them, the feds that are on their case, are the most
Right.
incompetent feds ever because there's so much evidence. Like, because the thing is,
There
these guys
is.
they just kill people all the time.
Yeah.
Yet
True.
there's never investigations into this guy's death, that guy. Like,
True.
so many people die in the show. Other than this season, there weren't that many deaths, but in general, so many people die in the show. Yet
I
these
mean,
guys are still walking
that
around
lady,
scot-free.
right, who we saw at the first season and the last one, you know, where she saw her...
Yeah.
So I just feel like they're just, you know, they're going to bring her in for season 3 and
Yeah,
really
no,
flip the table.
I think they will. I think they will. And also, I mean, there's just so much.
There
that,
is.
Like, I do really love the show. That's why I still watch it.
Right.
But there's so much like Ghost just went and killed the lawyer guy.
Yeah.
And Tasha's like fucking him in the car park, and I was just like, yo, there's so much going on in
Too
this show.
much going on.
Like, I was watching, I was like, what is happening in this episode? Like, why did we need that scene? Like, it was and
It was a lot.
Bro, like, he's watching his wife fuck his lawyer.
He's watching her.
Wait,
You
I didn't
see
see
the
that
question?
episode.
Which season are you on?
No, the new season that
Yeah,
came
in the
out.
last episode.
Yeah, wait.
You know when against the car, Tasha and the
Oh,
what's the
yeah,
what's the lawyer's name again?
The
And the
bald-
lawyer's some weird guy,
yeah.
bro. He's like,
I know who you're talking
yeah,
about. Yeah.
and he's just like he's standing there watching, and I was watching like, what is going on?
Yeah.
What is I was
He's
like,
in a dark place.
what is happening?
Okay.
He's
Like,
in a dark
yeah, no, the
Okay.
whole
Is it over now? Is there another series?
there's
I
gonna be
thought it
another
was
season.
over.
Yeah.
There's gonna be another season.
Oh really?
Mhm.
I thought it was done. Power.
No, I think it's
Not
done for
yet.
the season, yeah. But I think they're just gonna stretch it out until they stop making
Everyone
money. off
dies?
it. Yeah, everyone.
Until
Yeah,
everyone-
yeah. But RP Kanan, because he was my favorite
Get the
character.
strap.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was my favorite character. He was just so funny. But even then, his acting in the show was. To me, I don't want to turn the episode into like a power discussion.
I know.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
No, I was also I was watching Insecure as well. Do you watch Insecure?
I haven't caught up on it. I haven't watched
Oh,
it
okay,
yet.
fine.
I
I need
haven't
to watch
had time,
Insecure.
but it's
I need
on
to
my
watch,
list of shows to watch.
Atlanta as well.
Atlanta, yeah.
I watched the
watched
first
that.
2 episodes of Atlanta,
Same,
and it's
same.
like it fits Donald Glover's. No, not Donald Glover.
No, listen.
Is
Yeah.
that him? Donald Glover's character.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Then it's
It's
probably
like
good.
that quirky.
I watched it on
I probably
the,
enjoy it then.
Mhm.
I watched a couple episodes on the plane, in summer, and I liked it, but I just haven't got around to actually watching it properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's definitely on my list. I've got a list as well. Of
Okay,
shows
so
that-
you're
yeah,
the guy
I've
with
got,
the
I've
list.
got, no, I make lists. Yeah. Wait, what's so funny, bro?
Just making lists.
You're an organised guy. So
Yeah, no,
it's
that's
a
me.
good
That's me.
thing.
Should we get to a track?
Yeah.
Shall we? Yeah. What song?
Oh, should we find the Joyner Lucas
Bank
bank
account.
account
On
on YouTube?
YouTube. See here, I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
That is another one of my jams. I love that song.
Are
so
you a big
much.
So you mentioned like R&B and stuff, and
Yes.
so are you a big hip hop fan as well? Or?
Yeah. I love
Okay,
hip-hop.
cool. Because that's
You got some hip hop?
we're hip hop guys, innit?
Okay.
Like, well, that's
What you got?
that's my favorite genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say it's mine as well. But
I
then
like-
sometimes I have my like slow jam moments.
I have slow jam moments every day.
Yeah.
It's great, but
Wait,
no,
but you
I
have to
love
pause it on
hip-hop.
Spotify first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here's Joyner Lucas's bank account remix.
Yeah, Jade, my GG wagon, Jade.
Yeah, so that was the Joyner Lucas remix of Bank Account. Did you see he did a bunch of remixes of like big songs? So he did like a Mask Off one. He did a Look Alive one as well, right?
Gucci Gang.
Gucci
No,
Gang
I
as well.
haven't.
Nah, he's sick.
Yeah.
He's sick.
I need to check out more of his music, to be honest.
Yeah.
Where did he like come from? Like when did he pop
You
up?
know what I'm saying?
Was it this year?
You know what's funny as well? Because he's really old. So he's like 30 something.
Yeah, like he's been around for ages, but
Yeah.
all of a sudden
He's
he's just
good. Like
good,
he's
yeah.
good.
He's
I don't
really
know if
good.
you've heard like his other songs on YouTube. You know his story type songs.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
some
Yeah.
of them,
And I was just like, damn, like his wordplay and everything is just it's on point.
Yeah.
It's
I liked
great.
the I'm Not Racist song.
Yeah, that really got me.
And the video as well.
I was playing it full blast, and then I kind of got conscious of how loud I was playing it because
I mean, when I first watched the video and I saw the white guy say nigga, and
your face.
because I'd never seen Joyner Lucas.
yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
didn't even listen to his music, so I was like, is that Joyner Lucas? Like,
Oh, okay.
so I thought that was him, and I was like, what's going on?
What-
Like, how come he?
what's
why is he
going on
saying this? Is this what he looks like? Why is he saying it? And then when I watched it, and obviously he said it with the hard ER as well,
Right.
like the girl. And I was
Yeah,
like, yo,
yeah.
this is
Whoa.
aggressive, like. But yeah, no, I think he's definitely sick. But yeah, we're coming to the end of our show.
Yes.
So obviously I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you
You've
for having me.
you've been amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So going back to kind of the Jade and Kesra show
Mhm.
and Kesra the writer and myself producer, if you guys are interested in just kind of checking out kind of where the show goes and kind of what's going to happen when it comes out, then I would say follow our Instagram page, which is at TheJadeandKesrashow. And on there, you'll also find myself and Kesra's Instagram page, where you can also follow us.
Okay, great, cool. So yeah, you've been listening to 2Gs in the pods. Basically, we're terrible at closing.
We don't have a proper
We don't-
finish.
So you know the way we've got a good opener. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
yes, we're back. Your mum's favorite Jill, all that. Yeah, we've been for the last like I don't know how many, like 10 episodes. We've been trying to figure out like a good closer, and then every once in a while, like one of us would do it. We're like, oh, that's the one. That's
No, you not got it.
So like, I remember when the one time we got it like perfect was we did an episode about Kanye a while back,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
the like I can't remember what was wrong with it. Like I think the audio was basically we never released the episode,
Right.
and it's annoying because that's the one episode where we got the like perfect ending.
We could
What
just
was
hear
it?
that back.
Yeah.
What was it? Do you remember?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. We don't remember it, and we've been trying to
Damn.
recreate it. We're trying to recreate the magic for like 10 episodes.
Nothing?
Still. Yeah,
It's
nothing.
nothing?
It's not that moment of
Oh, yeah.
brilliance. Hasn't,
Sorry, I guess you
hasn't
can't
arrived.
force it as well.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Yeah.
got to come naturally.
Because when I
Comes
do
when
it,
it comes.
like I'm saying, oh yeah, you've been listening to it, and I'm thinking, yo, this just doesn't sound.
Nah.
That's why I just stopped out. I was like, it doesn't sound right. Like we're trying to
Yeah.
close it right. you
At
know?
least you know it's real.
yeah.
Put some
At
sauce
least
on
you
it,
know
bro.
it's
Put some
real.
sauce
You
on
do.
it. Alright, guys, you've been listening to 2Gs in a pod. Follow us on
Nah, that's because you never remember the socials.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can follow us on Instagram at 2Gs in a pod. You can follow us on Twitter at 2Gs in a pod _ check us out on SoundCloud, 2Gs in the pod podcast. We're on iTunes too, and we're awaiting our Spotify whatever submission. Basically, Spotify take forever for it to go through, but once we're on there, we'll let you know. But anyway, yeah, thanks for listening, and we're gonna leave you with what song should we leave with? What's Sandpaper Kisses? Is it good?
It's the song that The Weeknd sampled for The Birds Part 2.
Oh, let's use that. Alright, so we're leaving you with Sandpaper Kisses by Martina Topley Bird.
Yeah, Jade, my JJ, Wagan, Jade.